Hold up a second. Paul's just there. He's using the. Yeah, I was about to say. One of them is Lance. The other is Steven Stone. And then the other is I think, Cynthia's. So, is Paul coming back to train Ash? Is that what's happening with this episode? Is he coming back to guide Ash towards the Master's 8? Like, he's like saying, you can get in, but if you don't know what you're going up against, your ass is gonna get beat. I'm gonna show you how they're going to beat your ass, so you know when you go into the PWC, your ass ain't gonna get humiliated out there. But I think this proves a point that I was bringing up a while ago. He's training the Journeys team, which wouldn't make sense if like they were to be the only ones to be used, unless they're to be the only ones used for the PWC. Because like, why would they train these mons for the situation if Ash might be like, oh, I'm gonna use this mon for this battle or something, and then Ash is going to fit in that situation. Like, I'm assuming that's gonna be the case. So I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. I don't think any of the old mons are coming back into the tournament, which kind of hurts. Really does hurt, because for a series that's meant to celebrate all of Pokemon, and you don't bring out the aces to come in and represent to the audience how powerful these Pokemon are, then yeah, it's gonna suck. Man, I missed it back in the old days. Like, remember in Johto when Charizard fought against Blaziken and that battle was so exhausting for Charizard that he couldn't use it again, so he had to put it aside or something like that? Or not the Charizard, but like the Blaziken was so exhausted that the rival couldn't use it in the other fight after that. Like, I miss narratives like that, man. So we'll see. I don't know, man. Let's go back real quick. I want to just see what the Pokemons are here, because we did see a little bit of them, right? Hold on, let's see where they at. There they are. I see. Oh, it's the Firemons. It's Flame. It's Charizard, Infernape, Pignite, Quilava. Where's Torkoal at though? Torkoal? Where's Torkoal? Where the fuck is Torkoal, bro? No, you say it's behind Gengar, but look, those 2 feet up in front, those are Pignite's legs, and the ones on the back, that's Charizard's legs right there. Torkoal, unless the Torkoal died and turned into a Gengar, that's the other fire there. There you go. Shit. Oh, well, yeah, I'm curious. I really am curious about this upcoming battle that's going to happen right now. Why do they hate AG so much? It's because they know if they tamper with AG, they are not going to they're not going to hear the end of it, bro. They cannot mess it up. Oh, man. Yeah, Torkoal drowned. That's pretty much it. Remember that one episode when Torkoal went into the ocean and just swam down? Yeah, he actually did it again in one of the episodes in, like, off-screen land. But nobody ever noticed that Torkoal went missing. So he's just been underwater for, like, a couple of episodes now. But don't worry. I'm pretty confident he's dead. But that's okay, I think. No, it's not really. But we'll see what happens to Torkoal. Maybe they'll do something. I don't know. Well, we'll see what they do with this episode. Yeah, we'll see. For now, I have no ideas in regards to what to say on this week's episode of PM 2019. I'm legitimately going to be honest with you. I'm super excited for this episode. I already know what I'm going to expect in that, like, the reserves are not going to come in. And Paul here is going to say, use your team you got on you currently. Because I'm training you with these mons. These mons already are adapting to the fights that they're going to get into. And that's why you see Pikachu going up against Metagross in that Masters 8 preview or something like that. I don't know. I'm just going under an assumption here, but yeah. All right, let's transition back here. Let's take a second to talk about this episode. Why am I all by my lonesome in this section here? I'm sad. I'm lonely. I'm so lonely. Okay, there we go. Let's get into the episode review at hand. Overall thoughts. Like the episode. I kind of was a little mad that the rivals showed up, but I think they still were handled decently. Wasn't really a big fan of the one hit KO attack, but aside from that, though, the Reggie fight I thought was surprisingly okay too. The animation for that was pretty good. They're pretty good for that fight. Also, love the tag teams between the different Reggies too. That was actually really nice. They both like swapped places and started beating the shit of the other side's mon. And that was great. Poor Flygon though. F in the chats for my boy Flygon. Doesn't deserves that disrespect like that. So yeah, it was there. It was okay. I'm curious to see now where things are gonna go, and yeah, that's as far as that goes. I feel like I know I'm supposed to be excited for Project Mew, and I'm like, I'm okay into it. I'm still looking forward to it, but not necessarily to say like the levels of the Masters 8 tournament. You know what I mean? I don't hate it. I just find it average, but it still had its good points, if that makes sense. So yeah, he could be a frontier brain and still participate because if an elite four and gym leaders can participate in the Masters 8, I don't see why a frontier brain cannot. Because when you're in the Pokemon World Championships, your statuses are not necessarily applied when you enter these tournaments. You'll have the title of it, but it won't necessarily affect your overall ranking or anything. So I think maybe Paul just never was interested in the PWC to begin with, and then started learning about Ash being involved in it, and he's like, bet, I'm seeing him getting to the Masters 8, let me take care of some business here. But that's just me, though. That's just me. So, what we're going to do right now, ladies and gents, I want to thank everybody so much for tuning in towards this portion of the reaction. I hope you guys enjoyed my reaction to this episode, and we're going to now pass it over to Le Homies over at the Discord server. We're going to hear what they have to say, and we're going to see if they genuinely enjoy it or not. I'm not necessarily sure. It is kind of weird to see now that we came back from Alola, we're finally ourselves back into this area again, into the world of Journey's lore. So we will find out together how things will shape up. So I'm going to hop into the call right now. We're going to see what they have to say, and I hope you guys look forward to it. So yeah, let's get to it. All right. Hello, buddy. Oof. Okay, hold on. Before you say anything, there we go. Now you're good.
Okay, I'm
Yeah,
good.
because the audio was still lower down for desktop audio, and I don't want you to sound so muffled in the recording. So now you're good, buddy. Now you are good.
Yay!
Which begs the question:
Uh-huh.
what you think about this week's episode? And yeah, you just share your inputs before we then move on into phase 3, which is going to be the rest of the community and their inputs
Of
on the
course.
episode. So yeah, let's begin,
Um,
buddy.
well, uh, to be honest, this episode was kinda bad. Not gonna lie, I didn't enjoy it. I wasn't excited for it because I just don't like how Project Mew was handled.
Damn.
I just don't like how Go and Gary are friends now all of a sudden with no development. Last time they battled together, it was an absolute disaster, and now all of a sudden they know how to battle together? What? What? Where? How? Did off-screen land happen again? Did like development happen that I just don't know about? Cause like, how is this possible? I just don't. This episode is just frustrating, honestly. In terms of just the writing, it just it just like you know how you feel like right now because you had so much ice cream. That's how I feel, and I didn't have any ice cream. I'm just just over here being like, how is this? How is this a thing? How did the writers write this episode knowing full well that Project Mew was handled poorly? Like, are we just gonna say now that, all right, like they're just okay? Wait, let me gather my thoughts. All right, are we just gonna say that the last episode where we saw these two together, they literally did not know how to work as a team, and now all of a sudden they're able to just work as a team just because they had that conversation with each other that oh their goals are similar, bro. Why was this conversation not had beforehand? That's something I really don't understand, you know. And again, like if you like the episode, like that's completely fine, but like personally for me, I don't like how we skipped so much. And in terms of like the development between these two, because I just feel like they went from like being like a full-on rival in terms of like not liking each other to like, oh yeah, now I respect you. I missed that development in the middle of it. I feel like we never got that sense of like, oh, like they're finally both on a realization that they want the same thing. It kind of just jumped from one thing to the other, if that makes any sense.
No, you know what else
So
doesn't make sense too? Because I just
yeah,
realized now thinking about it. We had so many debuts in this episode. Hatterene makes a debut.
yeah,
Frostmoth makes a debut. Regieliki, Regidrago. Who else did I miss? The two Pokemon that were used by the rivals, the Ranunculus or whatever it's called, and then the other
yeah,
one, which was the Frostmoth. And then of
yeah.
course, yeah, the Hatterene and all that. But like, all of those Pokemon were debuted in one episode today. Just think about that. It's like they realized, oh
Yeah.
shit, we didn't introduce these mons. Hold up, let's get it.
Exactly, and that's something I just don't understand. I'm like, so even these quote unquote new rivals that came the last Project Mew episode. So what? Now all of a sudden they like, yeah, they're still sneaky and stuff, which okay, good, they brought that back. But then now all of a sudden they're just helping them. They're like, all right, screw it, they're gonna win. I guess I'll help them. Like, what? So what exactly was the point of bringing these two to be a quote unquote rival if they barely did anything? I I just don't, I don't like the writing of this episode. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to like people who like this episode. I just don't understand how they can direct something like this and write something like this with knowing full well that this arc of goes and this goal is just poorly constructed and poorly put together. I just I know I need to watch it again to like give like full like details and stuff. But right now I just don't like it. I'm sorry. I really didn't like the episode.
It probably didn't help that the legendaries that are called legendaries suffered what I think is the worst thing in a story, and that is how quick they got knocked out. Because
Like
sure, they provided
exactly.
damage, but they only I think got two hit, and that's it. And then they
And
got
that was
knocked out.
it. And like they got caught with the Pokeball, which okay, I guess that's the only that thing that actually no, there's an Ultra Ball in this episode, which I'm like, oh cool, it
Yeah,
exists.
yeah,
That's nice.
they're using it, but not the characters we're watching.
Yeah, so I was like, all right, that's fine. And then the ending with the Dynamax battle thing, where
Oh,
like
Regigigas.
yeah, with Regigigas just I was dying in the chat though because I think Joker said it where it was like, oh, that's the biggest washing machine I've ever seen.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, nice reference there, buddy.
I love the reference. It was beautiful. But yeah, I was just that was the most random thing I think out of this entire episode. So it's like, all right, so we're saying that this is the last episode of Project Mew in terms of like trying to figure out like the last peeps who are able to actually like find Mew or whatever.
Yes.
But it like but then having that just thrown in there for the sake of being there, why? Is that like foreshadowing that this is what Go is gonna do after Project Mew?
No,
But at
that's
this
gonna be the last mission.
oh, so this is not it.
So,
There's still
so this is
another
the
one.
last mission in terms of qualifying to be in the mission, to then have the big mission be the Regigigas to then go to the Mew mission.
Oh, okay.
If that
I
makes
don't like
any.
that either.
So, which does beg the question: why are these Reggies so involved in this plot? I understand, like, okay, you want to catch them because catching is necessary. You want to catch all the
Yeah.
Pokemon to eventually learn, but like,
What does this have to do with anything?
they're just using them to incorporate the Regidrago and Regieleki is what it is, I guess.
Yeah, it
But
just
what like besides the DNA, outside of that, what do they have in common with Mew?
Mew. Exactly. That's what
I'm gonna catch this tie-in Pokemon, and somehow that's gonna help me find Mew.
yeah, like what said like did the only reason I feel like the only reason why they did this is because of the games. Like, because of was this in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl or was it in Sword and Shield? I don't remember anymore.
What
I feel
the
like
Regigigas?
yeah, it was Brilliant Diamond, right? In Sword and Pearl?
In both games, because
Or in
after you get
both,
all
okay.
five Reggies in Sword and Shield, you go to one spot,
Uh-huh.
and that one spot brings you to a battle with fully leveled Regigigas.
Yeah.
But in Diamond and Pearl, you bring 3 Reggies with you because the Regidrago and Regieliki didn't exist at that time, and that opens up a gate to go inside and encounter the Regigigas. And then in
Yeah.
Legends Arceus, it's the same thing, except you need the stones, is what it is.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Ah.
But I don't know, like, what's
Okay.
gonna happen. Like, they're trying to incorporate the way the games did it into this episode, pretty much.
I just feel like it's just so poorly done and just everything's just shoehorned just for the sake of it. It just I feel bad because like Go had a lot of potential, and I like to see him being treated like this. Also, is just like, bro, like at this point, like it's bad when like I barely seen anyone talk about this episode before. Where people are talking about the
Dude,
preview
I
for
was on
next
Twitter
week.
today, which I should never be on, but somehow
Uh-huh.
nobody was talking about the episode.
See, that's
But I
what
don't
I
know if it was
mean.
because the episode had a lot of dialogue in it at the time that maybe nobody was talking about it, but everybody was talking about the LOL episode like crazy these past couple of
Yeah,
weeks, or the other episode that was involving Project Mew, or anything of those sorts. But then we come to this one, and it's just like we're more focused on the preview for the next episode and
exactly.
what the reserves concept will be about. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and like that's I think that's overall like my issues with the episode. I personally, like I said, I didn't like it. I think it could have been done a lot better. I think this whole thing could have just been done a lot better. Um, I'm not repeating myself too much because I would like the community also to give their input, but
Yeah, no,
I,
understandable. If you just share your thoughts. It's always
yeah,
important.
of course, but I don't think
Oh
I would.
no!
Yeah,
Oh no! Tyrone! Ah
Tyrone,
shit! He entered the field. No!
oh no,
Tyrone!
yeah.
No! He showed up.
Like, oh look, can I also say something too? Oh my gosh, I remember the part where they were playing Twister. I was just over here like, oh my god, they're playing Twister, and then Beyblade at some point. So I was just like, bruh, what's going on?
Beyblade.
Oh my god, yeah,
Holy shit!
I don't. Oh gosh, Tyrone. Oh my god. But yeah, Tyrone, you're right. I don't know. I really don't know what this episode. I'm so again for chat peoples. I'm sorry if you liked it.
Yeah, at the
I
end of the
really
day,
do.
listen, you can enjoy what you enjoy, but
Yeah.
understand that there will also be on the other side of the coin those that might not like it as well.
Yeah.
I just found it
Exactly.
average. It was pretty good in certain sequences, but like for the most part, there are a lot of things about this episode that they try to throw in
Mhm.
under 20 minutes that
Yeah.
literally the episode prior had much more in it, and yet it felt more earned. You,
Yep.
you know what I mean?
100%.
So I don't know. That's just my input, and I believe that's your input too. So yeah.
Yeah. Pretty much.
All right. So, Emmy, buddy,
Yes.
as you already know, we would love
Of
to take
course.
this opportunity now to pass this on to the homies in the audience to hear their inputs on the episode and see what they have to share on their thoughts. Oh my God, Rexu, that gif of Twister is something else, bro. It's some bullshit, says Tyrone.
Yeah. Yeah, it is to be honest.
Oh man, all right. Well, Tyrone, I don't know if you'll hop into the call or not, or if maybe you'll save more of your inputs on Monday. But it's still great to have you in the chat, buddy.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see. We'll see where things shape up in tonight's discussion. So now let's go and pass this on towards the community and see
Yes.
what they have to say about this episode and whether or not they agree or disagree with some of the things that we've seen. So I am now going to go and pass this on to you, buddy, and I want to hear your input on this episode. And yeah,
Yeah. All
all
right. Okay,
right, yeah,
Tyrone,
and
I see
provide
you.
the commentaries and all that.
I'm gonna put you last though.
Yeah, Tyrone, you're comfortable with that, buddy?
Yeah, are you
Or
okay with that?
yeah, because I know sometimes Tyrone has to go and dip real quick to go and
Yeah.
drop some stuff or do some things. Okay, so sure. Okay, so.
Okay, that's cool.
All right, so to those who want to be a part of the speaking audience, be
Please
part
raise
of
your
the
hand.
speaking audience. As for me, I'm gonna probably pass out from ice cream overdose. So,
That's fair.
Emmy, I'm going to now pass this on to you, buddy. All right.
Yep, I got you.
All right. Thank you, buddy. All right.
No problem. All right, so that's time for the community session of this watch party. So Again, my name is Emmy. I'll be hosting this part, so if you didn't like my opinion on the episode, maybe you'll like some of our Discord members. Alright, so first off, I'm gonna bring some peeps into the call. So I will bring Rexu, bring Ty, and then I'll bring one of our mods as well. So Cosmic as well. Hello everyone. Hello.
Hola.
Hello. Alright.
So nice
Hey,
to be
alright. Yeah. Alright, okay. So I'm gonna point to someone, you're gonna just give your thoughts on the episode. To Ty, go first.
All right, good, because I have a lot of thoughts and a lot of feelings, and I agree with you. This episode was hot garbage. Why did
my God.
why is any of this? So Go is a complicated character, as we
Yeah.
all know, and at this point in time, there is beyond no excuse for him to be as nerve-wracking. Like him teaming up with Gary, I think makes sense. It makes sense in this context.
Mm-hmm.
However, they're not friends. They never were friends. They aren't really rivals. They don't know each other like that. And the funny thing is, with with Project Mew, for some reason they thought it was a good idea to make 5 million rivals. And I'm exaggerating, but there's too many rivals for there to be a cohesive team moving into this finale. And I thought at least one of the bad guys should have at least, been a part of that final roster. But because you have Pro Chad over here, Gary, there's no competition.
Yeah.
So we're sitting here and Gary's taking a spot, Tokyo's taking a spot, which, I mean, is deserved. It makes sense. I'm with you, Drift. However, you still have Go over here who's barely done any of the work, doesn't like to work with anybody, and has gotten everything handed to him the entire time.
Yep.
And it's so maddening because you have characters over here who aren't still trash just as much as Go is, but have worked, who've done the work, or at least look like they're doing work. They're doing something other than whining about literally nothing. And it was so hard to see Go not really try to participate in the fights and kind of play background and have Gary basically carry. And I said this to myself earlier. I'm just like, Tokyo's back is hurting. Gary's back is hurting because they've been carrying this boy this entire time.
Yep.
And there's just a lot of random stuff in this episode. Regieliki showing up because I guess Crown Tundra, and that has like nothing to do with Project Mew. And I guess they probably did it because of the opening, and they were like, well, I guess we got to show this picture that we painted in the opening at some point. So that's why they did that. And it was silly to see the legendaries be so easy to catch. You saw how Regieliki was moving as fast as it was, and Go just sat there, let Hatterene get screwed over the entire time. Like, I was just like, you're not gonna do anything. And Flygon in the beginning was depicted as one of the stronger mons on Go's team, so you would think that he would react a lot more quickly and just picking up stuff from between Tokyo and Gary. You think he'd pick up stuff from them and start utilizing that in his battle style. Yes, someone told me earlier that he didn't like the battle, or he didn't have to battle, and it's like, yeah, but still pick up those things.
Yeah.
You're not just sitting there to be a spectator all the time. You have to be a sponge and absorb things. May has absorbed things from Ash. Dawn has absorbed things from Ash. Brock has absorbed things from all the characters he's been around. All of these characters have taken something from another person and made it their own.
Yes.
So make it your own, Go. if you're going anywhere. And I don't want to take up too much more time, but I was just so disappointed in this episode and disappointed in Ghost's character, and with Project Mew wrapping up, it's really looking lazy. It's giving me lazy tease. It's giving me I didn't care. It's like, how am I supposed to care? How is anybody supposed to care about any of this? But those are my thoughts.
What would you rate the episode, Ty?
Yeah, the episode 2 out of 10.
Yep.
I wouldn't say it again.
Yeah, that's fair. No, everything you were saying, I was just like, yep, I agree, 100%. My God, I can't. Especially I wasn't hyped because same. We got 2 nice episodes beforehand, right? We got I'm pretty sure the last 2 episodes, our ratings across the community was let's say 8 to 10.
Mm-hmm.
That's how good those episodes were. And now we're going into this, which is actual plot related stuff to journeys. So how are you telling me that we're going from something that's Sun and Moon related, which is a completely different series, to something that's actually part of the series itself, and we're not liking it? That says a lot about this series, that they can't handle their own characters, which is really bad if you think about it.
It's supposed to be the final episode to this
Exactly.
arc. So you're just if you are hyped for it, if you are starting to feel good about it, it just ends.
Exactly.
You don't have anything else to look forward to. Then I guess we're going after Mew now.
Yep.
Maybe.
I have no idea at this point. But anyways, thank you, Ty, for your input. I appreciate it. Next up, Cosmic. Actually, go ahead.
That was the second time I saw this episode today.
Oh,
Poor
and
thing.
I know. I want my life back.
Oh, she's I want my 30
time
minutes
back.
back.
Oh,
it's rewind time.
oh,
Yeah.
okay. It was better when I didn't know what was going on than it was when it was subbed.
Oh my God.
So when I didn't know what was going on, I'll give that perspective because that's my newer perspective. So I thought it was nice that Ash stayed behind, and I liked seeing at the very end of the episode that all of his Pokemon were KO'd. That was great. That means they were working hard, they're training hard. Would have loved to see that. Didn't happen. In regards to the actual, what happened, so the subbed really clarified some things for me. One, Gary knew about the Reggies the entire time. I thought that was really interesting, because I feel like he shouldn't have, because I'm still convinced that Project Mew is the villain arc of the entire series, and that the Reggies are going to be manipulated, so it kind of bothers me if, Gary already knew that, and is just, there for the ride, but I'm really hoping that's not what ends up happening. I think that the Thing 1 and Thing 2 Splatoon kids, they're there. I think that they were a waste of time because I think it could have easily just been a better fight against the Reggies. It was just very rushed, and I personally have a vendetta against this episode because Hatterene is one of my all-time favorite Pokemon, and the fact that it came into the episode just to get KO'd within 5 seconds gave me Granbull flashbacks from the last Project Mew episode, which made me very upset. So I'm glad Hatterene actually went to Gary. I know a lot of people were upset by that, because that means Speed, rest in peace, not happening. But I personally adore Gary. He's one of my favorite characters in the entire franchise. So if anyone had to get a Hatterene, I'm glad it was him. I just wish it didn't suck. Same thing with Ghost Flagon. I wish it didn't suck because Flagon's another one of my favorite Pokemon. So I just get to watch them both die at the same time. So that was great. In terms of the wrap up, I don't know what on earth was up with that Regigigas. I get it, when you bring them together, it brings out Regigigas, but the fact that it's just oh, here's a Dynamax Regigigas. We're not gonna do anything. Nowhere. Yeah, we're not gonna do anything with it.
It's a JoJo stand.
Yeah, just, why is it here? Just to fill the quota of getting it into the episode. It's just was so unnecessary. Like, it could have just been like there was like a flash of light and you don't know what it was. And that would have made sense because that could lead into the next episode for Project Mew. But no, they decided to show you what it was. And then now we're just stuck with knowing that and then just seeing it disappear. And it was just a complete waste of my time.
Yeah.
That being said, in conclusion, I give it so I gave it a 4 out of 10 when I didn't know what was going on. But now that I do know what's going on, I'm lowering it to like a 1.
Damn.
Ooh.
Okay, sorry.
No, there's been some 0 episodes. It's not the worst, but
Oh, really?
yeah, no, I like the Marshtomp, but
Yeah.
Me too.
yeah. So like that was a 0. This is a little bit better than that one. I just
Alright.
there's so much wrong with it.
Yeah.
But next week should be good. Yay, Paul!
Hope-
I love it. It's my
yeah.
birthday week episode.
Yay! This
Yay.
episode better be good for Cosmic, please.
Yeah.
Alright. But thank you, Cosmic. I appreciate
Mhm.
your input. And last but not least for this group, we have Rexu. So go ahead.
Can we go back to Alola?
Right? Thank you.
Okay,
Literally.
Okay, so like, all right, so like, basically, I'm representing Drift here. This episode was aight. Like, I want to speedrun this fast. So basically, I didn't watch that many Project Mew episodes. Project Mew. And like, I'm like, okay, it's alright. And like, like Gary here, being his rival, whatever. The rival showed up and got the ass beat. They opened the pattern thing, and like, I don't know, I like that because it reminded me of the Lucario movie. Then the Reggie showed up, and Flygon and Hatterene got disrespected. They got hold on. Them cheeks got clapped so fast. Good lord. And then like Cinderace and Blastoise pulled up. One rival said, "Hey yo, use that like rabbit spin ride thing that whooped our ass." I bet. The Reggies got clapped and like they got Master Balls painted red through them shits. Boom, got the Reggies, got the W. Woo! And I'm gonna like have this last minute talk about, I guess, the next episode. Paul coming back is really cool. He hasn't showed up in like over a decade, and I know this is not gonna happen, but like in Dragon Ball Super with the whole Tournament of Power thing, where like, oh yeah, Majin Buu's gonna fight, but then I think he fell asleep, so they got Frieza. It'd be funny if like one of the people for like the matches they couldn't be available, so like they got someone who was like ranked 9. Oh hey, it's Paul. I don't know, like that's something that like came in my head, and I thought that was funny. Overall, the episode, it was, I don't know, like the battle to me in this episode, well, the battle's plural, felt kind of weird. Like I don't know, it was like the animation, or like they were so fast, but like they were kind of just meh.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for the Scarlet Violet series to come, because I'm just like, I don't care about this PWC or Project Mew. I just want to get to the new region, and I don't know, like Ash having, I don't know, Quaxley or Fuecoco being like his crackhead starter. I don't know. All right. Normal rating. I had a good Twitch stream, and I'm representing Drift, so I'm gonna be generous and give it a 6. All right, crackhead rating. Emmy and Felipe getting ready for that Go diss track. Let's go.
What? Okay. All right. Thank you, Rexu. We always appreciate your 2 ratings. I'm ready to, Felipe. All right, but thank you to this group for your input. I appreciate it. So now I'm going to move on to the next group. All right. Okay, so next group, we're going to have Shadow. We're going to have Media Nut. We are going to have, who else did not talk yet? Hi, Prom, I'm going to bring you in here too. Right. Hello, everyone. Hello.
Wait, this isn't my knitting class?
No, it is not. It is the discussion for the watch party of the newest episode of Pokemon Journeys. Hello.
Oh god, I'm out of here. No, I'm kidding.
Oh. But yeah,
Pokemon
Media, since
Journey.
you started talking, you can give your review. Go ahead.
Oh, well, okay, first off, 10 out of 10 episode. I thought it was great. It was great seeing Ash go back to a place that was familiar with him. It was great seeing all the characters interact with him and finally calling him a champion. Wait, this isn't the right. Wait, we're talking about next week's episode? Oh, we're talking about the Project Mew?
Yeah.
Why am I here?
I don't know.
Who called me? Okay, this episode was just for me, like a lot of other people probably. I'm gonna be the one to say I'm actually happy that freaking Go finally caught another legendary. I'm one of the few people out there who has openly stated that that Go needs to catch more legendary Pokemon. I'm happy that he finally caught one. I'm not happy that it was in a Pokeball, but that doesn't entirely matter to me because we haven't exactly had main characters use special Pokeballs in a long time, so it wasn't a big deal to me. The thing that was kind of a problem for me, battle-wise, and that is, believe it or not, I kind of wish that Cinderace and Blastoise got knocked out, and then Go and Gary used a third set of Pokemon, just to kind of give an idea of like, okay, they're gonna beat these Pokemon, they're gonna catch these Pokemon, but only losing 4? Or using up to 4 Pokemon, especially 2 Pokemon that were just in a battle. I don't know. I would have liked to see something different. That maybe bring back one of Gary's like old Pokemon, and then have Go think of some crazy strategy with one of his lesser used Pokemon. I think that would have been fun. I agree that it was just very out of nowhere that the 2 of them worked together.
Yeah.
It was. I was just. Wait, did we miss something? Was there an episode that we?
Right.
That we
that's what
skipped?
I thought too. Mm-hmm.
So that was actually really funny for me. But I like that they worked together. I just wish we had something that built up to that. And then the Splatoon kids. It was interesting to see them there. I thought they would have done more, but yeah, it was just like, oh, you're just here for reason. I mean, okay, I guess we gotta promote Splatoon 3 at some point. Interesting way of doing that, but I know I'm buying the game. I don't know about the rest of you. Let us know in the chat if you're gonna get Splatoon 3. It looks fun. I'm personally gonna use the bow and arrow. Besides that, episode was just fine, whatever. Didn't really care much about it. Never really, sad to say, I never cared about the Project Mew stuff to begin with.
Yeah. What would you rate
and
it?
then, yeah. Next week's episode I am interested in, also because it actually falls on my birthday. So that's going to be
snap.
interesting.
So many birthdays!
Shout out! But yeah, no. So that's going to be interesting. I have already made the announcement that this is going to be the first and only time on my channel that I'm ever going to do a review of a Nanny Pokey episode. So that's going to be fun.
Nice.
And then when it comes to thoughts of that, I hope Paul convinces Ash to use his reserve Pokemon as well. It doesn't look like that's going to be the case, which bothers me. But yeah, that's it. That's all I can really say. I'll let the next person go in.
Do you have a rating, Media?
Oh yeah. I'm gonna be nice because there's some things that I do like, and like 4 or 5 out of 10. I'll give it that. No, I'm not gonna be too harsh on it.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
100%. Thank you for your input, though. I appreciate it.
Gracias.
Yeah. And next, Shadow. Go ahead. Oh. Shadow, are you able to hear me?
Shadow the Hedgehog. Where are you?
Okay, if not, then I'm gonna move on to the next person. Maybe in chat you can let me know what's going on. Or try reconnecting if that helps. But in the meantime, hi Prov. Go ahead.
Rax, you pulled me in during my time of pizza.
Sorry.
You know what? Never mind. I'll make this quick.
Yes.
So yes, I'm glad that Ash didn't get to go. This is something he had to do on his own, and still Ash had to prepare for the Master's 8. Again, I'm going to make this quick. So, during the battle, I was like, what the heck was Go thinking? Don't just stand there, man. Just... Howling could have helped.
Yes. Oh.
Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. Okay, so you can go afterwards.
We
then.
found
Okay.
you, faker.
There we go. All right, Hyper Up, continue, go.
Right. So, I can understand where Gary is coming from with his reason to meeting Mew since he's a Pokemon researcher. And I did find it a bit weird that only one set of floor switches, lights up, resetting the other set. Maybe, I don't know. The scene was still funny regardless. I like the whole Twister thing. A bit of a comedy, if you will. It was nice to see those freaks that are Layla and Shunya again. Smart. It was a smart trick to lose and let Go and Gary weaken Regieliki and Regidrago so that they can catch him if the other two fail. Getting back to battle, Go was pretty useless, letting Hatterene take the fall. I mean, that boy has a ground type and he didn't shield Hatterene with it. What the fudge? She could have taken no damage from the Dunning Cage whatsoever. Honestly, Go was carried by Gary. And I have a saying, Gary Oak carried Go the broke. That's the saying right there. After weakening Regieliki and Regidrago, I was baffled that they were caught in Pokeballs. And I gotta say this. Tsurugi caught the three of the Regis in 3 Ultra Balls. So the fact that Go and Gary caught the other 2 in regular Pokeballs, this is a KG moment. This is KG strats right there.
Yeah.
The Regigigas Dynamaxing thing was really unnecessary. And as for Ash, the screen time he was given was really the amount of screen time he was given was really understandable. This episode was focused on Go, and during his time off screen, he was training, and I gotta ask, did he throw hands with his Pokemon? Because he was wiping his towel.
Yeah.
Okay, so overall, it's an okay episode. I'll give it a 6 out of 10.
It's interesting to see the scores across the board. It's always something I like about these discussions. But thank you,
Now-
Hyperop, for your input. Oh, yes.
Yeah, you're welcome. Now, if you'll excuse me, I gotta go back to my pizza.
Yes, enjoy your pizza time. Yay! But last but not least, Shadow, yeah, I'm glad your mic's working now.
Yeah, apparently my speaker was set onto the speaker instead of the microphone.
Okay. I've had that happen. Like, I literally just had that happen now because my headphones disconnected. So go ahead.
I will say that I haven't been fully paying attention to Project Mew, but the episode is a great character study about Go and Gary Oak in particular, and made me think about how the characters interact with the thing that is like the battle is serviceable. Like if it was an amount of 22 minutes, it's like they crammed a lot of things in with it, but it's like the highlight of the episode was really how Go and Gary interacted, suffice to say. And I just remember how when Gary asked, "Why do you want to catch Mew?" and it's like you hear Go talk about how Mew is supposedly the ancestor of all Pokemon with all the genes and all the stuff, and how he met Mew as a child. And you can see that while Mew is the focus of Go's journey, it's clear that it's merely a step to becoming a Pokemon, to catch all the Pokemon, to know all the Pokemon in the world. Is like gotta catch them all. It's like you can say the equivalent of the first step to being a Pokemon master for Ash, like defeating Leon. He says it's just the first step, not really the end game, suffice to say. And the thing I like about Gary Oak is how he explains his taunts, his arrogance, all that things is really just a means to motivate his rivals to help better better them, and that even shown with the other rivals, the Splatoon characters. By the way, I'm gonna get Splatoon 3.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's just like I'm not don't have really too much big emotions. It's like I'm just invested in characters and see where they go and what they'll lead to, which is why I'm gonna figure out what ball is gonna be after all these years. Yes, so it's like I don't really have strong feelings for either bad or good. It's just the average, so it'd be 6 out of 10. But it's I do like it. I do like Go and Gary's interaction. It's like yeah. After when you think about it for a long time, it's like Ash and Gary, and they're just friends. But it's like the dynamic between them has kind of was evaporated because they've been drifting so far apart. Like Gary's all into Pokemon research, and Ash, he's been Pokemon battler, and now he's got rivals that are more hungry than ever before, especially with Paul coming back. But that's all I can say right now.
Yeah. Well, thank you. Thank you for your input. I appreciate it. All right. And then last person for this group as well. I had another person. So, Sky Ryan, go ahead.
Oh, this episode, the music. I really love this episode.
What's up?
It's been fantastic and explore the Reggie Temple, Draco, and Electros. And it's really surprising that Quillen have beaten Registeel rather than having this iconic intro. And we've seen Go and Gary working together as in the sinking, and seeing Frostmoth and the Galarian Darmanitan and Hatterene and Runa Rodriguez and Sandaconda and Regieliki and Regidrago here. Magnificent. I mean, my speculation that Go has been using Hatterene with Beat's permission. He catches Reggie. It's the first time we see Gary catching a Pokemon on screen.
Yep.
And Pikachu doesn't speak in this episode.
Yep.
Also, the curious Amaranth is seeing Regigigas getting its revenge against Quillen, Danica, and Gary and Go for capturing its comrades is really payback. Plus, I really love this song playing in the background during the Reggie's duel, which has lyrics in them. I'm not sure what this song is called, but you'll get the point. And I'm very proud that Horace is a chaser, and so is, and Go is now part of the Chasers now, which makes it 3: Go, Gary, and Horace. Now working for our Amaranth. If you really like things that Ash's Pokemon are tired after all this training, and it's really fantastic. Wish we would have seen it on screen, but you get it.
Yeah. What would you give the episodes?
Can't wait for Ash and Paul to team Ash versus Paul. Anyways, this episode is 10 million out of 10.
Great, yeah.
Lucky me.
Yep, thank you for your
Signing
input.
out. Happy monstering.
Yeah, hey, thank you for your input. All right, okay, so for the last group of people, all right, for the night, so we're gonna get Kuro in here. We're also gonna bring Tyrone into here, Felipe, Joker, and I think that's it. So if I missed anyone, please tell me. Thank you very much.
It's time.
It's time.
Didn't realize this. I didn't even see their hands be raised. What the heck?
It's because they're mods and staff. Yeah, they can't.
Oh, that's what it is? Oh, I thought this was like going to be a free-for-all round, and I was like, oh, shit. I'm ready to see this unfold.
No. See, ever since I became a staff, I can't speak no more. I could go to the audio. At any time, I could break the rules and just go to the speaker role and just say something random.
Yeah,
That
but you're a
is-
good noodle,
Yeah.
so you won't do it.
Yeah,
That
I
is
will,
Yeah, like-
because I'm a
interesting.
good boy.
Wow. I'm gonna go
Yeah,
pass
the-
out
the-
now. Hold on.
I'm a good boy.
The lieutenants need to listen to the
Go
captain.
pass out, KG. Go pass out from the ice cream.
Yeah. Yeah.
This episode broke me. I can't. I've been holding it in. I've been holding it in.
I've been holding it too. Don't worry.
Okay,
I got
go
my
ahead.
I got my
Go ahead.
Is a
Go ahead, Joker.
0.5 out of 10. There's no way it's not. Why
What's-
was
what-
Regieliki at the end? It just came out of the ground for no reason. It was just there.
You know what? My people need me. Goodbye.
I fucking laughed. I couldn't hold it back in. I just couldn't. I couldn't
Oh
do
my
it. And then it was boring, and then they were teaming for some reason. They hate each other. Why were they doing that? I had to order Zaxby's. Oh my god.
Joker, if I may ask, if it's a 0.5, what's the saving grace then?
Yeah, what's the saving grace?
Splatoon.
Splatoon.
Splatoon. I couldn't do it. Like, this episode broke me. 0.5 out of 10. Everyone
Damn,
already,
no,
like, listed why. Like, everyone
Oh.
said, like, why. Like, I agree with what Emmy said. So, I was literally, like, cheering Emmy on when she was saying that. I was like, she's
prefer
saying all the
Splatoon.
right things.
Oh. I'm sorry, Joker.
No, it's
Sorry.
okay. It's okay.
Don't apologize for Royal Lamb. They don't for you.
Joker, don't drink no Diet Coke from this.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
diet, it's 0.
Zero, whatever.
Oh my god.
I already had
Yeah,
it.
like this episode score, it seems.
No ketchup, no zero, no anything.
Pretty
Well,
much.
that's my review. that's it.
Joker, appreciate it. I hope you recover after this.
Thanks, sis.
No problem, sis. I got you. But next up, Felipe, go ahead.
The Master Ball
Oh
is
my
painted
god!
red. The Master Ball is
Oh,
painted
no.
red. The Master Ball is painted red.
Why don't I hear my background music? Hold up. What's going on here?
KG, the Master Ball is painted red.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
point.
Don't
First off,
worry, I do it a lot too. It's common.
yeah, first off, your teamwork doesn't work because I remember last time Go was being a piece of and then
Oh my
then
God.
now wanted me to the OC showed up like
This man has too much goddamn powers in his disposal.
the fucking Reggies. You know how they beat the fucking Reggies? They played the Blade Blade theme song. And then Go bullshit that win. Ash loses all the time, but why doesn't Go? Okay, this is the thing. Ash loses all the time. That's why we cheer him on when he wins, right? When has Go got any of his deserved losses? Like seriously, this man is literally on plot armor crack. It's just like a competition. I think so. I forgot who mentioned it, but they mentioned how they're carrying Go. They're freaking carrying Go like the Pokeathlon. Who could carry Go the
Jesus
best?
Christ, my guy.
Who could carry Go the best? And I don't get it. And then we went from playing in the water and played hopscotch. I just can't. It's a 4 out of 10. Only because it was a nice teaser at the end. I thought maybe it was a teaser. If they don't do anything with it, my rating's gonna go to a 3. But they do, and also an extra point. It was gonna be 3 out of 10, but I gave an extra point because there's no Grookey. And as for Paul, no matter how bad the episode's gonna, the Twitter's gonna be sucking off on that episode so hard. I can already tell you.
Yep.
And thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
You should work for CinemaSins.
Yeah.
Alright, Jesus Christ. Alright, who nexty?
It's me. Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Oh shit,
Oh
no.
shit. Okay, so this episode is a definition of Journey's and Ghost's character and Project Mew as a whole mid as fuck. I don't like this episode from a narrative standpoint. It has good visual flair. We see bits and pieces of the Crown Tundra, but that's about it. We see no wildlife, like in the wild area, like in Mount Coronet. We see it's the world of Pokemon. Where the hell are the Pokemon, right?
Yeah.
All of the conflict, trivial, artificial. It comes as it goes. It appears when it's convenient to. They're playing hopscotch. We see 7 Galarian Pokemon for 7 seconds each. Rip Melanie, because we see Frostbite and Armanditan. Poor Sandaconda and Runa Regis, never got a chance. Regigigas shows up, refuses to elaborate further, leaves. It's not even an illusion, it's not even Mew transformed. We don't even see a raid battle with 4 G-Max, that being the Urshifu, Cinderace, and Blastoise, none of that. We see the tortoise and the hare, and that's about it. Flygon. I understand why he's there. He battles Zapdos. Makes sense. It's a Pokemon that learns Dig in the games, and Dig is essential to get the Regis in the Emerald shit. Makes sense. He has much shot to lower the speed of Regieliki. Makes sense. Gets hoed. Flygon gets hoed. Beat fans get hoed too. Hatterene, this is all you get. Hatterene is fairy for Regidrago. It could have Trick Room for Regieleki. None of that. And it hurts more because Trick Room is an actual TM that Gary gives you once you defeat his gym in Arc Soul Silver. Lore of the games? Jack shit. It doesn't matter for the story. This entire project doesn't matter. This entire world tournament doesn't matter. That's why I want for it to be a tie. I want for Paul to whoop Ash's ass. He's plagiarizing the champions with the aces. Like, this entire series, it's a canon fanfiction like Dragon Ball Super. This is weird. This is weird.
Yeah, at least I like Dragon Ball Super.
I mean, yeah, but it's visual flair, it's fireworks, it looks pretty at the moment, and then it's fucking pointless.
I wish the battles were half as good as Dragon Ball.
I feel so bad for Go to be in this show that doesn't know how to treat them right or write them well. Like, this poor guy, we are in episode 113, and this is his sketch 113 as well. And I'm like, you're gonna be on a stalemate because of the Masters 8, and you're going to cheerleader with Hop, it seems. Like, I don't know, this is
also
extreme. This is extremely.
Goes second legendary? No, third legendary.
It's third legendary because Eternatus is Draconic crystals and Suicune crystals, and we get energy with Regieleki. Gary gets a legendary, his first one, and it's like this. Apparently.
The Masters 8 with those legendaries.
Yeah, exactly. He's more of a Tobias than Tobias ever was. And we get, he had a choice. Go for the Regis, or go for the footprints of the Swords of Justice. And this makes me realize something. I could have seen an episode where Tokyo gets Verizon. And I get this bullshit. 5. Mid as hell. I want Scarlet and Violet. Please and thank you.
Damn. Girl's done. A lot of people are done with this episode. I am too, to be honest. A lot of things have happened tonight.
Oh my God.
I'm over here like, okay.
It's played in the stream.
Believe it, your review was 10 out of 10. And alone.
I don't hate the episode, but I hate everything around it, and we get 2 Alola episodes in the middle of this, so it's very difficult for the pacing, for the coherence and for the cohesion to exist. It's not consistent. We have Go doing shit, like we have Go being a piece of shit, and then we have Ash going to Kalos again against Serena, Greninja, Clement, and Bonnie. We have Go being a piece of shit again, all the time, and then everything is solved. It's so artificial. Like, I have no pathos or catharsis for this bullshit. And Gary is his rival. He's a contender. Rival is a stretch. It's like the guy says, oh, he has social anxiety and nervousness. He has social ineptitude. Learn language. Go buy a dictionary and learn how the fucking words, man.
Guys.
Yep.
Oh my god. Thank you, girl. Appreciation. Alright, last but not least for this group, and I think for the night, we have Talon Master, so go ahead.
Well, first and foremost, I mean, I do want to apologize for making the notification and stuff like that, because again, like
No, you're good. Go ahead. It's all good.
Shit.
I mean, honestly, I give the episode a 7.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it wasn't bad per se, but it wasn't good. Like it was middle of the pack. Like it flowed well for the end of Project Mew. It flowed decent. Like getting up to the split decision ruins, seeing Gary there. I like that they played into the Crown Tundra with Regigigas at the end there with all the Regis, and then you have to, and then you basically battle a Dynamax Regigigas at level 100 in Sword and Shield. That was nice. But Gary with a Hatterene, that doesn't seem like a Pokemon for him. Like that's the main thing for me. It's like, of all the Galar Pokemon, that one just does not scream Gary Oak to me.
Yeah.
Aside from that, I mean, the split decision Ruins was very. I mean, it looked great in the anime design, but of course, I've listened to everybody so far, and I kind of tend to want to agree with everybody. We were just getting through this week because next week is the main event, quote unquote. And in all fairness, I'm definitely looking forward to that episode as well, because I mean, it's Paul. Like, who doesn't like the greatest rival in the anime?
Only for Journeys to fuck it up.
I don't think they can fuck it up. I legitimately don't think they
Journey
can.
surprised me too. All right, they surprised me.
The guy has champions aces. He's a plagiarist.
I won't go that far, Koro. I think what he did is I feel like what's going to happen straight up is he's going to say it that, you know, you're going to be battling against, you know, champions, former champion or current champions. Like, you should know how to counter their aces.
I mean, but that's the thing. Paul might have his Pokemon, but it's Paul. He should not copy champions. He should utilize Pokemon from champions with his own strategy. At this point, Paul is not a character or the rival of Diamond and Pearl. It's a battle simulator NPC. That's not Paul. You can prep work Ash all you want, but don't artificialize the best rival of all time. You have Paul Diet. You have a shell of the guy. And I'm sorry, if Ash is in the Masters 8, shouldn't he be the one to train his own Pokemon like he did in today's episode? Why is everyone carrying this motherfucker? He's a champion. Train your own Pokemon, goddammit.
Wait, did you just say carry? Just like Go? Another
Dude,
Pokemon?
It's like Stefan in the Unileague. The dude got scoliosis from carrying that entire tournament.
Overall, I mean, we're pretty much all waiting for next Friday, but of everyone here, I think that this episode wasn't as bad as everybody was making it out to be.
Oh, I mean, separately, if this was on its own, I probably would have given this like a 5 out of 10 or a 6.
Yeah.
My boy Cinderace didn't learn Scorching Sands while battling 2 ground types.
Oh wow!
And last message before I go. I wish Tyrone the best of the rants, and the Master Ball is painted red. That is all.
That's it. No sound effect.
Oh my god!
There.
Thank
The
you.
Master Ball is painted red. The Master Ball is painted red.
Oh my god, what the hell was that?
I don't know, KG. This
KG,
episode.
all you need to know.
It wasn't Sun and Moon, that's for sure.
All you need to know is that the Master Ball is painted red.
Every minute that passes by, I feel like I'm slowly seeing more ice cream around me.
Oh my god!
Don't worry,
ice
you'll
cream
eat all the ice cream
coma.
once Tyrone gets started.
Yeah, let me
Yeah.
hear Tyrone real quick.
Tyrone,
buddy.
you there?
Buddy.
Hello?
You here?
Well,
I'm sorry
hey.
for taking so long, buddy.
This episode broke us.
I don't think it broke
Please help
Tyrone,
us.
though. I think he genuinely liked the episode.
the
He's just
basketball
faking.
played
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah,
I think so as well.
All
First
right.
of all, how's everybody doing?
No.
Master Ball is painted red.
I'm eating chicken. All right, so
I'm waiting.
I can't go to bed, lighting. I'm still hosting the stream. All right, now.
All right, so Felipe's stepping stone of criticism. I would not be reliant on the sound effects. They're nice, but I wouldn't be reliant on them.
Yeah, I know.
Because then you just become soundboard the character.
Yeah, I am soundboard the character.
Yeah, I use a soundboard too, but I make sure that it's like sparing. That way it doesn't overrun what I need to say. But that's my constructive criticism. I'm not bashing you for it. I'm just
Damn, I see how. Nah, I'm
saying. No, I'm just saying a constructive critic. You don't want to be soundboard the person. Second, so the episode. I'm not gonna give a score because Pokepie, and I'm not gonna get like too in depth into why I didn't like it. Obviously, I didn't like it. I think my problem here is one. Again, this is the final. This is the last Project Mew mission, like the last one, at least from what they announced. And all through my mind, and I'm gonna jump around for a second, but all through my mind when they got the final scores, I was thinking in my head. They said Gary got his score of 15 to finalize it. So that means I'm guessing this was worth 3 tokens. In my brain, there's 2 missions happening at the same time, because that's what they said. So did the others just not pass that other mission? Like, what happened? Did everybody simultaneously have to fail in order to make sure that this particular moment happened? Because we've established that the way the scores are laid out, if anybody gains anything remotely higher than a 2, they've pretty much beat Go. Go has a 7, if I'm not mistaken. So he gets in by a 10 if he's given 3 tokens. Because Tokyo got an 11, which means he had 8 points plus 3, that makes 11, if my math's correct. That means that Go got a 10, but there were other contestants that had 9s and 8s. And I would assume they did the other mission. So either everybody had to completely suck for this to work, or Go just wound up getting extra tokens that we don't know about because he doesn't say his actual number. But why would he get extra? Because he did the same shit that Gary did. The more I think about it, the more frustrating it gets. It almost feels as though everybody had to line up themselves perfectly point-wise to make it so that they all have to simultaneously be shitty for nothing more than the sake of Go passing a goddamn test and getting where he needs to go. It's not progression. He was given a state of contention and allowed to move past it, essentially, is what I see here. And I think the other problem I had was mostly that battle. Bro, that battle.
Which
battles one? The Reggie one. I mean, the first one's bad just because they ended with a one-hit KO. And it's clear why they did that. They did that because they need the Reggie fight to be the big one. That's the big fight. So this clearly had to be a 2-parter episode. Them fighting the 2 trainers first, and then the Reggies could have been the second test with them trying to figure the puzzle out. And in my brain, I'm thinking to myself, I don't know what the girl's name is, nor somebody called him Thing 1, Thing 2 earlier, and I think that's probably the best name.
I call them Splatoon OCs.
Yeah, Splatoon. Thank you. You know what? That's fine. Yeah. So the Splatoon OCs, they have a competition where they go, okay, let's figure out who fights the Reggies first. And you guys win, so you'll fight them first. But if you fail to catch them, we'll fight them first, which means we'll fight them when they're weaker. It's a pretty solid strategy, actually. Until she fucks up and decides to be an idiot and help them in the fight. Why? You don't have anything to gain from them winning the fight. You want them to lose the fight so you can have the chance to catch the Reggies. So why are you helping them? And we don't know how many points are distributed to these things because it's random as fuck until the mission's over. So for all we know, helping them literally means that they get the points necessary to win and it's just over. If they had failed, then you would have got the points needed to win. There's no benefit here. They don't even get to reap the benefits of assisting Go and Gary. They don't even get to relish in the fact that they helped. They don't get any bonus tokens because that doesn't matter. Because remember, once this is over, only 4 people get to go through. So there's nothing to gain. These rivals just stop becoming dicks because I guess the plot said it's time for them to stop being dicks right now. And then when the fight with the Reggies actually happens, I'm getting mad because Flygon and fucking Hatterene are losing. You know, the Pokemon immune to Regieliki and Regidrago. The ones that are the ideal choices. This isn't like they have a type disadvantage or they slightly are resistant to whatever's coming out. No, they have a straight up type advantage as far as immunity. And the plan was so obvious. Gary, let's switch opponents. It's what the hell? All you have to do is switch opponents. It would have been that easy. And not even just that. They say they can only use 2 Pokemon during the fight, if I'm not mistaken. But there is no rule that they can't switch in this fight, is there? They can't, can they switch between the 2 they have? Can they switch Flygon and Cinderace out and, rotate them? Because if so, the plot is perfectly easy. Gary, have Hatterene use Trick Room. Regieliki's the fastest Pokemon in the game. Just have Hatterene use Trick Room and you'll solve all of your problems. Blastoise is naturally slow because it's a turtle. So once you use Trick Room, switch out for Blastoise. Then use the combination of the super fast Blastoise and Flygon or Cinderace and Blastoise in order to defeat the fucking Pokemon. It's that easy. I would have been impressed if they had even had Blastoise no Water Pledge and teach Cinderace Fire Pledge as a combination move. Because those 2 work together. And Go doesn't think of any strategies. None. And the reason I'm harping on this so much is because they are laser pointed on the fact that Go needs to work well as a team. I didn't see any real teamwork here. What I saw was Go saying, Gary, let's work as a team. And then suddenly they found a way to do it. And they don't even get to the rewards of that because the rivals are the one telling them what to do. So the rival characters that aren't even involved in the fucking battle are doing a better job coordinating a team than the 2 people who are learning the value of fucking teamwork. So now you have a situation where it's very clear. I liked the plan of using Rapid Spin on Twister because that's, at least in the anime world, that could be a legitimate strategy. Rapid Spin cancels out the Twister, sorry. That makes sense. That does make sense. And I could see it being used as an anime tactic. The problem is they don't even compliment on it. Part of me was hoping, oh cool, will Cinderace use Blaze Kick on Blastoise's shell while it's using Rapid Spin to make this Fire Rapid Spin to cancel out the Twister and knock Regieliki and Regidrago in place? Use Hydro Pump on both and they try to dodge it, but Cinderace uses Blaze Kick on the Hydro Pumps? No, none of that happens. My brain is smarter than this battle. It just bugs me. It just bugs me. It's like you can see all the combinations and you see everything that's happening and they're not complimenting on it. And to me, Gary was always a horrible choice to be Go's rival because it's not even Go's rival. It's Ash's rival that he's no longer using anymore. So Go gets Ash's sloppy seconds.
Yeah.
For nothing more than the idea of he was my rival and he messed with me during my journey. He'll do the same, but it'll make you better because that's what Gary's character was all about. Fucking with people. No, his character was learning to mature and better himself so that he doesn't have to fuck with people. He teases Ash on occasion, but that's because they have a childhood rivalry thing going. He doesn't have any relationship with Go. He doesn't know Go on a personal level. He isn't a part of Go's childhood. They know each other by association. So everything about this comes off as extremely forced. And then when they finally get to the climax of it all and catch the damn Reggies, because apparently legendaries can be caught automatically even when, Articuno's strong as shit, because this show doesn't know whether it wants its legendaries to be strong or weak. They just catch them and it comes off as this disappointing factor. I even saw on Twitter that people kept saying, oh, look at Go's well-deserved legendaries. Are you fucking kidding me? What? Well-deserved? All of the legendaries he's caught have been given to him. Suicune just decided to give up. That's the only reason he got caught. This is painful. This is extremely painful. And the worst part is that they pull it off as this, Go needs to learn to be on his own, even though he's not on his own. The most enjoyable part was when Go said, yo, I'm doing this mission alone. And Ash is like, what? Why? And he's like, and Go's like, because the show realized that without you, I get actual character development. We're 100 and what? 14 episodes in? 13? Bruh, this. I'm sorry. I have more to say, but I know we're probably winding it down now. So that's pretty much my major thoughts. I know I had something big in my head I was supposed to say, but for the life of me, it's escaping me. I mean, that ending, I'll talk about that ending during the pod. I really don't give a shit about it. And I guess Ash is doing his, we got a sneak peek of Ash doing his famous training, the off-screen training, the off-screen time chamber. So I guess that was pretty funny to see that, oh, look at all that hard work you didn't get to see. Like, yeah, like everything about this just feels extremely forced. It's them trying to force a narrative that otherwise was never gonna work out, and it just, it bugs me. It bugs me all the way to hell. I can't. Yeah. So yeah, I'm pretty much over it. I know the next on the pod I'll be able to get my thoughts a little bit more clear, but this.
Yeah.
It's that battle, man. It's mostly that battle that's fucking with me. I take battle seriously in this show because, well, not in this show, but in Pokemon. Because, you know, Pokemon fight. That's their whole video game gimmick. So when you see a fight that's not done well, you gotta call it out. And I had to call this fight out. I can't believe Flygon got hoed. If you were a fan of Flygon, you effectively got hoed. You effectively got hoed. If you are a fan of Flygon, I'm so sorry that one of the Pokemon that Go kinda uses a little bit more got hoed. Like that, I'm done. I'm a KG, take it. I'm gonna take this shit before I fucking, man. What is Terrell say? Eat a dick? Like, yeah, that.
Yeah, that. I feel like I started this episode with wait, no, that's not what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
Like I started this
episode fucked everybody up.
Yeah, I feel, you know what? I think KG was foreshadowing something. His feeling of eating too much ice cream and just feeling like, yes, has made all of us feel like, yeah.
You're saying my misery is the
Oh!
reason for this episode?
No, I'm not saying that, buddy.
Yeah, you're gonna throw up.
Buddy, I'm not saying that.
Yeah, you're gonna fucking throw up.
No.
Are you okay? I'm very concerned. No, I just said your emotions foreshadowed what has happened to this discussion.
I'm
Everyone's
grateful my mother,
just-
my ice cream made you guys happy.
That's not what I was trying to say. Okay.
Where the hell did KG? Did you see my reply tweet to that? By the way.
Yes, I think I did.
With Peter Griffin going,
the
oh
Peter
sweet,
Griffin, yes.
oh sweet, large amounts of sugar beyond my comprehension.
Oh my god. Do you want me to end it?
Would you
Do
like
want me
to
do
say the words then?
Sure. All right, guys. So, I've never done this before. All right. So, thanks, guys, for joining.
Take it over. You hosted this.
Hey,
session,
say
you
wash your fucking hands verbatim.
Yeah. No.
Verbatim.
Palabra
Swear,
por
I'll do that at the
palabra.
end
Come
of
on.
Journeys. See, Spanish. Yeah. Oh my god. Wash your hands, drink some freaking water, and
I have
a
completed
good day.
4 bottles during this stream, bro.
And it did nothing. Absolutely nothing.
No.
Oh. Well.
Oh,
KG, please don't ever consume that much ever again. Please promise me that. Please. KG!
I'm sorry. Oh shit, sorry.
Damn.
Hold up.
Look at, man, I feel like KG would have felt like this even if he didn't eat that ice cream. This
You
is
know,
episode,
I agree.
man.
100%
Fucking trash, bro.
I agree.
Fucking trash.
This is trash. I agree 100%. And like, I don't
I'm still
understand.
tripping off of those 5 members of the fucking Project Mew who fucking, I guess, decided not to participate or something. We need an explanation for what happened in that other mission. They wrote themselves in a corner by saying there's 2 missions happening at the same time. And what? That means they just sat on their asses until fucking the Reggie mission was complete?
Yeah.
Bruh!
Pretty much.
What? What the fuck? What? Eat a dick, man. This is bullshit.
I'm glad
I can't
everyone.
believe they made 2 missions and had the other mission do nothing. What the fuck, bruh? Go doesn't deserve shit.
Yeah.
I looked on Twitter today, man. I looked on Twitter today, and all I saw was fucking. Normally, I look at Twitter just to see what other people probably thought of the episode. I didn't see shit about this episode. All I saw was the preview for fucking Paul's bitch ass return.
Oh my god. You know what? I hope happens. I hope they knock on Mew's door. And Mew says he's not home.
And KG, I know we're gonna talk about that Paul shit during the pod. But did you fucking read that description where Paul shows up because fuck it?
Because why not?
Yeah, the summary is literally suddenly Paul. Like, it's so fucking, man.
No, but that's what happens in the preview as well. He literally comes out of the forest being like, pathetic. I'm just like, what?
I've been waiting in the bushes for over 12 years and shit.
Oh my god. It's like the troll under the bridge, except he's like the Paul in the forest. What is this?
Hasn't changed his clothes at all.
Hello everyone, Joe here. Thanks for watching the Pokemon Post-Discussion episode. If you want to see more episodes, then subscribe to our YouTube channel to not miss out on a new episode. As always, the future's in the palm of your hand. And happy monstering.